James Hetfield. James Hetfield originally played football in high school, but he quit the team after coaches told him he needed to cut his long hair. He refused, and that pushed him toward music. He started learning guitar at home, played in a few small bands, and eventually met drummer Lars Ulrich through an ad in a local newspaper. The two formed Metallica in 1981. Hetfield became the band's rhythm guitarist and lead vocalist. His playing style focused on heavy downpicking, tight rhythm patterns, and aggressive, fast-paced riffs. Lars Ulrich. Lars Ulrich wasn't just the drummer of Metallica. He was the mastermind who actually created the band. Born in Denmark, he moved to California and became obsessed with the growing metal scene. After posting an ad in a local newspaper, he met James Hetfield and Metallica was born. Lars is known for his aggressive, energetic drumming and for pushing the band forward with his business and marketing mindset. He's also one of the most controversial members, from the Napster lawsuit to his loud personality. But without Lars, Metallica simply wouldn't exist. Today, he's recognized as the driving force that helped turn Metallica into one of the biggest metal bands in history. Kirk Hammett. Kirk Hammett joined Metallica in 1983, right before the recording of Kill 'Em All, replacing Dave Mustaine. Coming from the band Exodus, Kirk brought a cleaner, more technical style that fit perfectly with Metallica's evolving sound. He became known for his melodic solos, fast alternate picking, and his signature wah-wah pedal, a sound that became part of Metallica's identity. Kirk was also the calmest and most drama-free member of the band. While others fought, drank, or clashed, Kirk stayed focused on guitar, creativity, and constant practice. Over the decades, his solos in songs like Fade to Black, One, and Master of Puppets defined an entire era of metal guitar playing. Today, Kirk Hammett is seen as one of the most iconic lead guitarists in metal history, the quiet, artistic force behind Metallica's biggest classics. Dave Mustaine. Metallica fired him. He went home on a bus, and on that ride, he decided to get revenge with music. Dave Mustaine was one of Metallica's original guitarists, insanely talented, fast, aggressive, and full of attitude. That same attitude became the problem. Because of heavy drinking, fights, and constant tension, Metallica kicked him out in 1983. Most people would quit after that. Dave didn't. On the bus ride home, angry, humiliated, and without a band, he made a decision. He would start something bigger, faster, and heavier. That band became Megadeth. As Megadeth's founder, lead guitarist, and frontman, Dave created some of the fastest and most technical riffs in thrash metal. His determination turned rejection into one of the greatest comeback stories in metal history. Cliff Burton. Cliff Burton wasn't just Metallica's bassist. He was their secret weapon. He joined the band in 1982 and instantly changed their entire sound. Cliff played bass like a lead instrument, using distortion, wah pedals, and classical-influenced melodies that nobody in metal had heard before. He also had an iconic style: long red hair, denim jacket, bell-bottom jeans, and a calm, almost mystical presence on stage. Cliff stood out instantly. His influence was massive. Many fans still consider him the greatest and most influential metal bassist of all time, but his story ended tragically. In 1986, during Metallica's European tour, he died in a bus accident at just 24 years old. Even decades later, Cliff Burton's playing, tone, and attitude continue to inspire bassists around the world. Jason Newsted. Jason Newsted joined Metallica in 1986, right after the tragic death of Cliff Burton. He walked into the band during their darkest moment and had the impossible job of replacing a legend. Jason gave everything. He practiced nonstop, recorded perfectly, and brought huge energy to the stage. But despite his dedication, Jason often felt disrespected. On the album, And Justice for All, his bass was almost completely mixed out, which hurt him deeply. Years of creative limitations and constant pressure eventually pushed him to leave the band in 2001. Still, Jason is remembered as the powerhouse bassist who kept Metallica alive during a chaotic era. Loyal, hardworking, and massively underrated. Robert Trujillo. Robert Trujillo joined Metallica in 2003 and instantly brought stability and professionalism. Before Metallica, he played with Suicidal Tendencies, Ozzy Osbourne, and many other big names, which made him one of the most respected bassists in rock and metal. Rob is known for his aggressive fingerstyle playing, his crab walk stage moves, and his calm, positive attitude. He helped rebuild the band during a tough period and quickly became the glue that kept everything together. McGovney. Ron McGovney was actually Metallica's first bassist, even before Cliff Burton. He joined the band as James Hetfield's childhood friend, and he helped Metallica get through their earliest rehearsals and first shows. But Ron never really connected with the band's aggressive, chaotic energy. He didn't drink, didn't party like the others, and constant fights, especially with Dave Mustaine, pushed him away. After several blow-ups, Ron left Metallica in late 1982. Even though his time in the band was short, Ron McGovney was part of Metallica's foundation, the early garage days that shaped the thrash metal sound. Today, he's remembered as the first bassist who helped start the journey before the legendary Cliff Burton took over.